Jeff Bezos, the founder of Amazon, is worth about $150 billion. That's enough to make him the richest man in the world by far. It's certainly enough to pay his employees well, but he doesn't. A huge number of Amazon workers are so poorly paid, they qualify for federal welfare benefits.
Most people are very much for populist economics. No one I know is. They're all completely brainwashed by libertarian economics.
Jeff Bezos isn't paying his workers enough to eat, so you made up the difference with your tax dollars. Next time you see Jeff Bezos, make certain that he says thank you.
How honest do you want to be? Half of all young people prefer socialism to capitalism.
What about the Walton family? They founded Walmart. Collectively, they're worth about $175 billion. That's more than the entire gross domestic product of Qatar, the oil-rich Gulf state.
So if you're a middle-aged conservative, like, well, it's our school system. It's just terrible at brainwashing the kids.
The Waltons could certainly afford to be generous with their workers. Instead, they count on you to take up the slack.
But it's not just that. I mean, like, let's be real here. What's really going on, it's not that kids are believing everything they're told by their mediocre professors.
In 2013, taxpayers sent more than $6 billion to Walmart's employees for food stamps, Medicaid, and housing assistance.
It's that they look around and they're like, wait, I'm from a middle-class family, but I can't afford rent, and I can't afford to buy a car, much less a house.
One recent study found that many Uber drivers lose money working for the company.
I'm delaying marriage and childbirth till I'm 35 because I have no choice. How exactly is capitalism working for me? It's not.
That's not a sustainable business model. If you can think of a less fair system than this, send us an email. We'd love to hear about it. This system is indefensible, and yet almost nobody ever complains about it. How come?
If we cared about preserving capitalism, we would think deeply about how it's not working for young people. And we're not. If they don't feel like they have like an opportunity, if they think there's no chance they're going to do as well as their own parents did, they're going to become radical.
Ever wonder why rich people seem the most hysterical on the subject? Ever notice that it's the highest paid people on television who are the most determined to convince you that white supremacy is America's biggest problem? Why is that? Simple. Every minute you're angry about race is a minute you're not thinking about class, which of course is the real divide in this country. Working class people of all colors have a lot more in common, infinitely more in common with each other than they do with some overpaid MSNBC anchor. And if you were allowed to think about that for long enough, you might start to get unauthorized ideas about economics. And that would be disruptive to a very lucrative status quo.